Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly readings. This one will be roughly the period from the 5th to the 11th of April and will be for the sign of Virgo. Virgo, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I'm not going to blurb on, just remember the readings are only general. I'm using the Golden Tarot for your reading. Okay, so we have the Emperor coming out. Now, every one of the readings today has been absolutely full of major arcanas. I don't expect yours is going to be any different. So I don't know what's going on, but I've never seen more major arcanas in the weekly reads. This is the card of Aries, so you could be dealing with an Aries. But this could be you. You could be taking on this at the moment. This Emperor is a person who stands in their power. They have, they're educated, they're knowledgeable, they're wise. It could also be that you're dealing with someone in your community or dealing with a person who often makes me feel of the armed forces with this card. So it has a very sort of feeling of someone who's in charge, Sergeant Majory. So definitely dealing with someone who's very much in charge. I'd say it's you, because we've got this Nine of Pentacles behind that. So I feel like perhaps you've come back after a broken heart or some sort of pain. I do see the Magician poking its head down. I feel like you're moving forward though. And I feel like you've come through some sort of energy of hurt or pain, or maybe you've come back from a broken relationship, some sort of betrayal, some sort of hurt, pain. But you're coming back from that here. Okay, so we have the Judgment card. So the Judgment card talks about rebirth. It's rebirthing the phoenix, coming out of the ashes, coming back from something. So you've definitely come back from something here. Okay, Five of Swords. You may have walked away from something in order to rebirth yourself. Maybe you've walked away from something that was toxic here. Let's keep going. Knight of Wands coming through. So you're definitely moving forward with a lot of passion after perhaps a period of solitude. I feel like, Virgo, you've come out of a period of time where maybe you've cut yourself off from the world. There's some sort of hurt or pain or energy of trying to escape from something. Trying to walk away from something here that perhaps was painful. And you've come out the other side now. So you're sort of ready now. And I feel that you've attained this great sense of power that perhaps you lost. So if it was a relationship, you could have invested a lot of time and energy in the relationship. And now you're walking away from it, feeling quite rebirthed, refreshed, and ready to move forward. I think you've left the pain behind, but I think it took a lot of energy to be able to release that. But you're moving forward here now. Moving forward. Okay, Six of Swords, Page of Cups. You're going to really go into the world fully here. I feel like you've, Four of Swords, I feel like you've really healed. But it's not just like you've healed, it's like you've rebuilt yourself or remade yourself. So it's like you've let go of pain, yes, but it's like you're coming back 10 times stronger than when you went in. So you've done a lot of work here. Because your passion's back, you're feeling driven, you're ready to move into new times. And I feel that you have this great sense of clarity here. I think you've learned a lot of lessons from whatever you've come through, but you're using those lessons as like a springboard to move you forward. Like it's like you've learned things that you can use now moving forward. So you've taken your lessons on board. Okay, look at you go. Okay, and then we have the Devil. You've walked out of something very, very toxic here. And Eight of Coins, which I think came up for somebody else in that position too. Okay, so you've moved away from something extremely toxic. You could have been dealing with someone who is very, very cruel or spiteful. And I feel that you've left them behind. I feel that it's like you may have wanted to leave a long time before, and you were working through perhaps a lot of the stuff you were going through before you were able to go. because you've done a great deal of healing over this time, and I can see all this healing here. But the thing is that I love most is like you've come out of this so much better than what you went in. So, you know, you've come out with this sort of energy of this Emperor, Nine of Pentacles here. And I feel like you've walked away from someone here who is extremely toxic. And now I see you walking towards the future, and you've gained Ace of Coins here. So you've gained so much strength and stability through this process. But it's almost like you've come out of it better than what you were before. So maybe you've dealt with some of your own toxic energy as well. So it may be that you were in a very codependent relationship, or a relationship that was really bringing you down. And maybe you've been working through that energy before you left. So maybe you were getting to understand what that energy was, and you've sort of done a lot of healing or a lot of work on yourself in the meantime. Beautiful, coming out better than you were before. Okay, so we have the card of the Sacrifice coming in here, which is number 44. Sorry, I'm just writing down what I just said. Okay, so the Sacrifice is card 44. Okay, let's take in the beauty of that card. The Sacrifice asks that you offer to Spirit that which is most precious to you. Your offering will be sanctified and returned tenfold. You will be elevated to the altar at which you've been praying, and meet the divine at the table with the heavenly feast. You are a welcome guest in this banquet. Your heart is the only worthy offering you can bring. Life has been generous with you in so many ways. It talks about you sacrificing your dreams for too long. This talks about you giving away yourself to something here. And that you've invested so much here, and now it's time for you to take back that power. So there you go, beautiful card to get on that reading. Thanks, Virgo.